Minnesota State. Kevin?
Thanks, Paul. I want to welcome everybody. It is a great day for Maverick hockey, and thanks for being here for the introduction of our new head women's hockey coach. First of all, I want to thank the committee. It's a lot of work, and it was good work. And I want to thank Carrie Clackian, and she had showed great leadership in that process. There were a lot of people involved, and that's intentional. We want a lot of interaction. We want our candidates to meet representatives of the community and representatives of the campus and help us through this process. So thank you to that group. I want to overview the search process. It was a national search process, very competitive. I'll side on the side of quality versus quantity anytime, and I think we had 3 very talented finalists that we brought to our campus, and John emerged, from that process. Much like a search process 3 years ago that has bared really good fruit on the men's side with Coach Hastings. There was one name that continued to come to the forefront, and repeatedly as we got through the process and it became apparent who our finalists were, it was clear that there was a lot of support for John's candidacy, and much like our men's process 3 years ago, Mike's team consistently came up, was the same case in the women's process, with John coming with a lot of great recommendations, a lot of people throwing their support behind his candidacy. It's been interesting because it was competitive in the fact that there were other searches going on at the same time. There's going to be some new faces in the WCHA. Ohio State hired, UMD hired, Minnesota State was, in about the same timeline. But I'll take our candidate, our new head coach, and put him and his experience, his passion for the game, the depth of experience as both a player and a coach against any of those new hires. And I think it's an exciting new time for Maverick hockey as we make the transition downtown. We've got new leadership in the program, and there's an exciting new future for MSU women's hockey to be led by head coach John Harrington. Welcome, Coach.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you very much for that introduction, and thank you all for coming. It is a great day for hockey. Matter of fact, my wife and I were out looking around for houses, and with that temperature, I actually saw some rinks getting flooded out there. It's exciting to be here. I've been out of the coaching business for a few years, but I've been in the hockey business my whole life, it seems like, and I have a lot of experiences, I feel, that have been beneficial to me. I've had an opportunity to coach or to play for a lot of outstanding coaches, to coach with outstanding coaches, and to learn from a lot of coaches that I've coached against. And I think that's one thing that has benefited me in my coaching career, and I hope will benefit me here, is that with those type of experiences to draw from, there shouldn't be too much that surprises me in starting a new experience of coaching women. And I'm really excited about that. I had a little bit of a taste of it in the last year or so when I was driving up to St. Cloud State and helping volunteer up there with the women's team. And I really was impressed by the skill level, by the willingness to work hard, the effort they gave, and how much they wanted to become better players. And that's what I want to bring to Minnesota State. I want to make sure that our players understand that with hard work that we can get better as individuals, and then we're going to put that together and try to get a little bit better as a team. I certainly have that experience playing on the 1980 Olympic team, that when you put a lot of parts together, that somehow those parts can be greater than if you took them individually. And that's what I'm hoping we can do with the women's team here. And certainly, I think, without a doubt, the recruiting is going to be a big part of it. The selling of the program, not only to the players we have, the way we want to run it, but also to the community and to the prospective student athletes we can get to come to Minnesota State. And I know I've coached college hockey for a long time. I did 24 years, and as Kevin mentioned, I still do have a real passion for it and a real love for the game. That's the level I belong at, and I'm so happy to be back in it. And on top of that, it's, as I mentioned, it's a new experience for me. I know that there's going to be a few things that I'm going to need to learn from the women, but there's going to be a lot of things that they're going to learn from me, and we'll grow together. And you know, as it's mentioned, we're going downtown. We're going down to the Verizon Wireless Center. I think Kevin mentioned to me this to me in the interview process that it's a change of environment. It's an environment that's part of the change in the program with the coach. Hopefully we can change the culture a little bit, but it's also an environmental change, and that's good. That's good that we get to go to that beautiful building there with the new improvements, and I think it's going to not only inspire the players we have to higher, you know, aspirations, but also the people that we bring in to see our when we're showing them around and the recruits. It's going to be important as well. So I'm looking forward to that. It's a big challenge. It's a big challenge, but I guess just looking in the most recent year, there's only one direction to go, and we're going to start working in that direction. So I appreciate all the help down here. I mean, I certainly have an association with some of the coaches down here, and have had for a long time. And I appreciate Kevin, everything you know, the questions you've answered for me and the things that you've laid out and put it in front of me. I'm very thankful for Sherry for the help you gave me and the willingness to give me information when I asked. And I'm just excited to get started on this process, to get moved down here and starting to get going with the program here and seeing what we can do with the women's program.